All right, my Jane Austen read-through continues with Emma. I just finished this one. Now, I have read this book before, but it was a while ago, and I didn't remember a whole lot of it except for some scenes near the beginning. And so this was a really a fun reread. And it's interesting because when I was about halfway through the book, I was thinking like there isn't really much of a plot. I'm having trouble kind of following what all is the relevant like through lines that I'm supposed to be following. It just kind of seems like it's sort of day in the life stuff. And when you get to the end, everything like clicks together. This is such a well-crafted book. I think Pride and Prejudice is still like her best book, and I did really like Mansfield Park. I know that one isn't super popular with a lot of people, but the the satire in that one was very cutting and incisive, and there's a very eager cat down here. But with this one, this is a lot more funny. This is satire as well, but it's like funny satire. And yes, I know. And I really, really appreciated how it feels like it's just sort of day in the life sort of stuff. I know. But you get to the end and you see what the character arc is, and Emma's character arc is so good. I love the way that we see her sort of face her own flaws and her own shortcomings, and she's not a real perfect character. I know a lot of her heroines, like Fanny Price in Mansfield Park, was almost supernaturally kind and generous and everything. But with this one, she starts out sort of a busybody, but you're not like, you're not like, well, that's not a flaw. That's just, who she is. But then you get to see some moments later on where she's kind of cruel and a bit haughty, and she's very comfortable in her own sort of wealth and privilege, and she's sort of a little upset at one point when a character sort of steps outside of her class. And so the way that this book sort of explores the class divide, and the way it satirizes sort of the landed gentry and the culture surrounding all of this was really, really good. And it's also hysterically funny. Miss Bates is my favorite chatterbox in literature. It's so good. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this one. But when I first started it, I didn't think I would get as into it. But then once you get to kind of the part where you see what's going on, you're like, Jane Austen, you've done it again. I really enjoyed this one.